For years, the world has watched them, two names that have become almost inseparable in the hearts of fans, Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir. Their story, their chemistry, their connection, everything about them has fueled endless speculation. But just when people thought the past was behind them, something new has emerged. A close friend of Demet has just spoken, revealing details that no one saw coming. And what she said about Kenyammen has left everyone, fans, reporters, and even people close to them, completely stunned. It started with a quiet conversation during an interview that wasn't even meant to be about Can or Demet. The topic was supposed to be friendship, fame, and the challenges of staying grounded in the entertainment world. But when the interviewer mentioned Demet's name, everything changed. Her friend, someone who had been with her through the early years of her Kensi Kuss and beyond, hesitated for a moment, then sighed deeply and said, "There's something people don't know about Can, something Demet kept private all these years." That one sentence was enough to spark chaos online. Within hours, every entertainment outlet was trying to get the full story. What was this secret? What had Demet hidden for so long? The friend didn't name names directly, but her words painted a picture that was impossible to ignore. Demet protected him more than people realize, she said. She saw something in him that others couldn't. Even when things got difficult, she never spoke against him, not because she was afraid, but because she still respected who he was to her. The audience went silent. It was the first time anyone from Demet's inner circle had ever spoken so openly. And the phrase, "protected him," became the phrase everyone kept repeating. Protected him from what? From rumors? From the truth? Or from himself? Over the next few hours, fans across Turkey, Italy, and Spain began piecing together the clues. Some recalled moments from old interviews where Demet had defended Can, even when journalists tried to corner her with difficult questions. Others pointed out how she always refused to say a bad word about him, no matter what the media wrote. She could have spoken out many times, one fan tweeted, but she never did. That's what makes her different. The friend's revelation didn't stop there. She continued, Demet always believed in Can's heart, even when people around her told her to stay away. She used to say, "He's not perfect, but he's honest. He's just trying to survive the pressure." Those words hit hard. They painted a completely different image of the man the tabloids loved to portray as wild, unpredictable, and temperamental. According to Demet's friend, the truth was much more human. "He's been misunderstood," she added. Behind that strong, confident image is someone who struggles with trust. He wants to be loved, but he's scared of it too. The internet exploded again. Was Demet the only one who truly understood him? Headlines screamed. Entertainment blogs started rewriting their entire narratives about their relationship. For years, the media had described Can as the one in control, the charismatic superstar who ruled the screen and stole hearts effortlessly. But now, it seemed Demet had been the anchor all along, quietly keeping balance while the world spun around them. Then came the most surprising part of all. The interviewer asked directly, "Do you think Demet still cares about him?" The friend smiled softly and said, "You never stop caring about someone who once made you feel safe, even if the world sees them differently. But maybe what hurts most is that she trusted him more than anyone else, and that trust was broken in ways she still doesn't talk about." That final line sent the internet into meltdown. Trust was broken. It was the first time anyone close to Demet had hinted that something serious had happened between them. Something beyond distance or career choices. Fans who had once believed their separation was simply professional began to wonder if there had been something deeper, something emotional that changed everything. For days, Turkish and Italian tabloids ran variations of the same headline, "Demet's friend reveals why she couldn't forgive Can." Others claimed that this new information confirmed what fans had always suspected, that their love story had been real, but too intense to survive fame. One Italian entertainment outlet even published a piece titled "The Hidden Side of Kenyammen," quoting industry insiders who described him as passionate but complicated, warm but unpredictable, and a man who keeps his heart locked behind walls only a few can enter. Those words echoed exactly what Demet's friend had said, that Demet was one of the few people who had truly seen beyond the image, and that's what made their bond so unique. Meanwhile, on social media, fans took sides. Some defended Can fiercely, arguing that the pressures of fame can break even the strongest people. Others felt empathy for Demet, calling her the woman who gave too much and got too little in return. But almost everyone agreed on one thing: this revelation changed how they saw both of them. A few days later, Demet was asked directly about the interview during a press conference in Los Angeles. She looked calm, but her eyes gave away something deeper, maybe exhaustion, maybe nostalgia. When asked if she knew her friend had spoken, she smiled faintly and said, "I know her heart. She speaks with love, not anger. And I think that's what matters." Then, she paused for a moment and added, "Some truths don't need defending. They just are." That quote instantly went viral. People shared it with captions like class, grace, strength. Once again, Demet had managed to handle an emotional storm with dignity. She neither confirmed nor denied anything, she simply reminded everyone why so many admire her. But what about Can? As usual, he stayed silent, at least publicly. But insiders close to him hinted that he wasn't pleased. According to one report, he felt exposed and hurt that personal matters were being brought up again. Another insider claimed he called one of his closest friends and said, "They're trying to make me the villain again. I wish people understood how hard it was for both of us." Yet, a few days later, something unexpected happened. Kim posted a cryptic story on Instagram, a photo of a closed book with the caption, "Not every chapter is meant to be reopened." Fans immediately connected it to Demet. Was he finally addressing the story? Or was it just coincidence? No one knows for sure, but the timing was too perfect to ignore. And still, the whispers continued. Some fans believe that Demet's friend spoke not out of malice, but out of loyalty, trying to remind the world that their story wasn't one-sided, that there were emotions and sacrifices behind the glamour. Others think it was a warning, that some truths, once revealed, can't be undone. Whatever the intention, one thing became crystal clear: the world wasn't ready to let go of Can and Demet. Every word, every glance, every small action between them or about them still makes headlines. Because deep down, people see something in them, something real, something rare. It's easy to forget that behind the fame, behind the lights and the cameras, they're still just two people who shared something powerful once upon a time. As Demet's friend said in that interview, what they had wasn't fake. It wasn't scripted. It was real. Maybe too real for this industry. By the end of the week, entertainment blogs across Europe summarized it perfectly. Demet Özdemir's friend breaks silence. What she said about Kenyammen changes everything. Because now, people weren't just talking about a breakup or a rumor, they were talking about two souls who collided in a moment that neither could forget. Maybe that's why even after all these years, their names still appear side by side in headlines. Maybe that's why, no matter how many new projects or relationships come their way, fans still feel that invisible thread connecting them. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real reason this revelation matters. Because it reminds everyone that behind the rumors, behind the fame, behind the walls they both built, there was once something honest and raw. Something neither of them can truly deny. So yes, the world is shocked. Not because of betrayal or scandal, but because after all this time, we finally see the truth. Demet never stopped protecting him, and Can never stopped being a part of her story.